It's still in the shot.
Good morning.
Oh, that's
I know. My steps in the shot. My dog's facing the wrong way. It's just Sunday. It's Sunday morning. It feels early. Who's joining me this morning on Sunday for Barefoot cardio conditioning, which I forgot to get my block. So, what? And my sign sawed out. I'm a mess today. So, here's my block. Here's my producer. Is this where it goes? Because I feel like maybe I should fire my team. So, we're doing barefoot cardio conditioning today. If we ever get, hi Jane, hi Mike, hi, oh my gosh, who's there? Hi Steve. So it's Sunday, we're doing barefoot cardio conditioning. It seems to be a fan favorite. Oh my gosh, so I know you're sending a request to be on my video, but the way I'm set up, I can't, he's gone early. I can't reach around and get somebody into my video. It's a hi Jane, Terry, oh my gosh, Stephanie, Ari, everybody's here. Yes, it's a very MacGyver setup that I have, so I can't get around to get someone into my video. So I wish that I could, but it's just the restrictions of having your living room be a studio. So all you need today is bare feet, a mat if you have it. You only need enough room to move your body around, and then if you have it, something shaped like this. This is a yoga block. Hi, Cass. So this is a yoga block, super cheap. I think it was 10 bucks. But if you have a book or even a dumbbell that you could turn on its end, then you could use that. It's just for sort of balance. We're gonna balance in a warrior 3 at the very sort of tail end of the class. So, hi guy. So that is what this is for. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. If you have not yet gone to my YouTube fitness channel, there's a link in my bio on Instagram. The playback is better than Instagram. So look, I haven't even set my thing to see how many calories we're gonna burn. The playback is better on YouTube, and if you're already watching this on YouTube, good for you. But live is the most fun way to go. Important this week, if you saw my post, this week I'm going 10 o'clock straight across the board. Why? Because life is changing. It is going to be online school in this house. Instead of me having to drive my kids somewhere to the stables every morning around 9:30, now she'll be here so now I can go earlier. So there's that. Tell a friend because there's no sign of gyms opening. So let your friends know that this is a great way to get their workout. And then if you have an injury, make sure that you're working in the first or second level of everything that I do. So I'll warm up, go right into intervals, but I'll build them in levels. And so if you're working on an injury, just hang back and do what you can. If you've seen a doctor for an injury, make sure that you are cleared to do this so that you don't hurt yourself further. All right. Thank you to everyone who's been able to put a donation into my Venmo or my PayPal. I really appreciate it. And if you're not in a position to do that, just show up and get sweaty and stay fit. I don't want anybody trapped in their house at the end of this pandemic. I would like everybody to be able to fit through their front door. All right, having said all that, let's stand up at the front edge of our space and move everything. Make sure that you have everything out of your way. You also may want to have a towel nearby, and then of course, a beverage of choice. This is water in my new fancy wine glass sent to me by Edie, who goes live almost every day with me. All right, so front edge of your space, 10 toes towards me, shoulders down and back, knees are straight but not locked. Bring your arms just up, fingertips reach to the ceiling, step your feet out so your toes are facing the corners, sink your hips here. My timer just bailed on me. Lace your fingers, press your palms towards me. Your knees are bent over your toes. Holding here, lift your heels up. I don't like when I have technical problems with this setup that I have. Maybe bring your arms up over your head, hips still under your shoulders, lower your heels, wiggle your toes, And then just lean over towards your right. So your palms are reaching up to where the wall meets the ceiling on the side of the room. Back to the center. And then over to your left. Breathing all the way in and out. Back to the center. Straighten both legs. Toes towards me. Hands on your legs. From here, round your back up for 2. Release for 2. Round up for 2. Release. Let's do it again. Round up for 2. Release. This time, come all the way up. Feet underneath your hips. Both arms come up. This time, forward fold. Either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee, sitting into your left hip. All of your toes can wiggle here. And then change sides. Straighten your right leg and bend your left knee, sitting into your hip. Then bend both knees. Let your head hang. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back. At the top, roll your shoulders down and back. Both arms come up. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts. Unroll. Hi, Beth Lane. Let's do it again. Both arms come up. And forward fold, unroll. In 4, 3. Take your right arm up, reach up and over to where the wall meets the ceiling on the side of the room and change sides. 3, 2 counts to the same stretch. 1, 2, and over. Again, reach over one more time. Then both arms come up, inhale, reach up. This time, bend your knees enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back to a downward facing dog. You guys stay there. I'm gonna adjust my clock that seems to have bailed out on me. Your heels reach for the floor. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Did you guys get close up enough of my face there? Alrighty. Then lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. From here, you can always put your knees down. And whichever plank you're in, you're gonna lift back up to a downward facing dog. 2 counts to lower your hips. 1, 2, lift up. For 2 again, lower. For 2, lift up. So your knees can come down every time if that's better for you. Again, lower. 1, 2, and lift. Same thing, lower. 1, 2, and lift. Last time, 1, 2, and hold your down dog. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Slightly shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. Left hand reaches back to the left ankle. Engage your core and step your left foot forward. That was fun, wasn't it? Engage your core, come all the way up. If you take any yoga, this is a lot like crescent pose. Back heel up off the floor. You can wiggle your front toes here. Slowly hinge forward, hands come behind your front knee. You come back up to your start. 2 counts to get there. Lower. 1, 2, lift up. Hi, Ellen. And lower. For 2, and up. Again, lower. 1, 2. This time, both hands on the inside of your left foot. Engage your core. Step back to plank. Find in the middle, whether your knees are up or down. Lift your tailbone back up to a down dog. And shift your weight slightly over to your left hand and foot. Right leg reaches back to your right ankle. Engage your core. Step your foot forward. Maybe your back knee's on the floor. Either way, try to come up to the top. Looks like a crescent pose out of yoga, so your back heel is up. Wiggle your front toes. Slowly hinge at the hip. And up. Same thing. Hinge over. Engage your core so that you don't wobble over. 1, 2, and up. Same thing. Hinge over. 1, 2. This time, both hands on the inside of your right leg. Engage your core. Step back to plank. If you're still here, of course you're still here. If your knees are still up, is what I meant to say, you're gonna lower them now. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Then round up Find your modified plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. You can stay here or lower by bending your elbows a little bit or a lot. Either way, straighten your arms. Everybody comes back to child's pose. Let's walk through that again. Round up, hands underneath your shoulders, elbows rotate towards your rib cage. Stay here or bend your elbows a little or a lot. Straighten your elbows, child's pose, hips to your heels. That's your pattern. Let's make it flow. Here we go, round up and either hold or bend. And child's pose again. Round up, hold or bend. Same thing, round up, hold or bend. Round up, hold or bend. Let's do it again. Round up, hold or bend. Twice more. Yep, it's a long one because we're not doing any upper body. This time, come all the way down from your right leg, lifts up from the hip and left. Now when I say we're not doing upper body, I mean we're not using any dumbbells. Maybe you press up, and rotate back behind you. Again, so lift and lower, lift. And hold it center, press your chest up. Hips to your heels to child's pose here. Round up to your modified plank. Tuck your toes, push down to find your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose, make it flow. Round up in 2. Down dog for 2. 1, 2, lower your knees. Child's pose, same thing. Round up for 2, press. For 2, lower. Let's do it again. Round up in 1, 2, push down. For 2, this time modified plank and hold it here. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. You can stay here or lift your knees. If your knees are up, slight shift to your left. Right knee comes into your chest and then it extends underneath your left leg. Hands under your shoulders. Maybe you stay here, maybe you bend your elbows, press, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Hold your position at the top. You can stay right here or bring your left arm up. Looks like a fallen triangle out of yoga. So your right hand underneath your right shoulder with your left arm up. At any point, you can change this position with your leg to accommodate your level. If you need to bring it in or bring this knee to the floor, feel free to do that. Either way, if your hand is up, bring it right back down and come back to any plank. So you can be on your knees or you can be up. Let's try it on the other side. Shift slightly to your right, left knee comes in and either finds the floor or extends underneath your right leg. Hold here or bend, straighten. 2 more and hold any plank. Maybe you take your right arm up and rotate to a side plank, either with your feet apart or with your left knee on the floor. Either way, left hand underneath your left shoulder. If your right arm is up, bring your right back down. Engage your core, step back to plank. Lift your tailbone up, walk your feet up towards your hands to a forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll. Your head is the very last thing to come up. Both arms come up, inhale, reach up. Forward fold, unroll. Are you guys warm? I hope so. Both arms come up. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back to a downward facing dog, which I was blowing off and going right to plank. So now you know the secret. From your down dog, you'll lower your hips to plank. Now, this is gonna be our first interval. I'm falling apart today. Maybe your knees are on the floor. If they are, your next progression is up. Once you're up, your left knee can come in to plank and right to plank, in to plank, maybe slightly faster, in, in. You keep going, in. In, feel free to double it up. In and in. So any level works, holding or moving. You can move quickly or slowly. In 4, 3, hold any plank. Lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts up. Unroll. At the top. Shoulders down and back. Both arms come. We're not done with that. Forward fold. Unroll. 4, 3, 2. This time, bend both knees far enough to get the hands to the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment. And then find any plank. Knees up or down. Remember, if they're down, your next progression is up. Once you're up, knees come in to plank, maybe slightly faster. In. Or double it up. Up to you. Either way, hands underneath your shoulders. Belly button pulls in. 8 to go. Any level. Final 4 in this set. 3, 2, hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Unroll. 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up. Fold. Unroll. What? You want to do it again? Okay. Both arms up. Bend both knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. This is the last set, I promise. Step back to your downward facing dog. Then lower your hips. Find your plank. If you're already off your knees, maybe your knee comes in and out. In and out. Maybe slightly faster. In. Maybe you double it up. Maybe you're just holding. That'll work too. 8 more of any level. 8, 7, hands under your shoulders. 4, 3, hold any plank. Your tailbone lifts. Find your down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts, unroll. 4, 3, both arms come up. Forward fold. Tailbone lifts, unroll. 3, 2, this time, both arms come up. Hold them here, fingertips reach up to the ceiling, toes can wiggle. Find your squat. Sink. Push down and squeeze your glutes at the top. At any point, you can bring your palms here if that works better for you. Sink, squeeze your glutes. So this is going to be our base move. You can always come here, and you can always bring your hands here. Otherwise, I'm going to start to build this. This one has a lot of levels. You pick your level. Slowly forward fold. Reach up behind you. Come up, squat twice. One more squat. Fold once. Reach up. Come back up, 2 squats. One more. Slightly faster here. Fold, come up, squat once. Fold. This is your pattern. If it gets too crazy for you, ditch the fold. But if you're ready for more, maybe your heels lift up in the fold and squat. Fold. If your heels are lifting on your fold, you have another option to press down and get a little air. Get off the floor on the fold. Fold and squat. You decide your level. You can even mix it up. You can do one on the floor, one with a heel lift, and then one with a jump. You decide. Fold right here. 2 more of any level. Last one. Hold your squat. Hold here. Make it fit. Extend. Again. Fold. Extend. Can you wiggle your toes? I'm not saying fold. What I mean is make a fist. Hold your hands in a fist. Good Lord, my heart rate's high. Alrighty, toes can wiggle. We hold here. Slowly press your feet down and find your upright position. Knees are not locked. Palms together. Squats here. Breathing in and out. Man, this morning, I'm gonna fix my tights. Everything was going smoothly, and then right when I started the camera, everything fell apart. I had a little thing that I take to the monitor, that fell off. My timer crashed. So now my timer here, and my timer there don't match. So then I have to do math for the whole class. Touch your knees, knuckles up. Again. Let's do 4 more. So you're pushing down to come up. Sink, press. 1 more. Hold it up. Left arm comes down and up and right. This is just the beginning of your arm pattern. Make sure you don't have anything in your way on your sides because we're going to start to move. Step out on your left as your arm comes down. Other way. Step, reach down. Maybe that step out becomes a hip sink right here. Push against the floor to come up. Maybe you release and look up to your fist. Up, release. 2 more. Feet come to parallel, squat. Touch your knees, 4. Up, 3, 2. Step out left if you're ready. Step or release. Again. Feet parallel, squat here. 4, knuckles up. Push down against the floor. Let's do it again. Step out left, release. Up. 2 more. Parallel squat right here. 4, 3. We're going again to the left. Sink, press. 1 more. Parallel squat right here. 4, press. 3, 2, last time. Hold at the top, hold it. Try to lift your heels. Try to find your squat with your heels up or down. Take your fingertips, extend them, reach out behind you to where the wall meets the floor. So it's like a squeeze underneath your arms. Palms together. Lower your heels if they were up. Wiggle your toes. Push down. Squeeze your glutes to the top. Squats right here. So you should still be forward in your space. You have room behind you. Left leg steps back 1 time. Step. Right leg. So this is your foot pattern. Just a step. Maybe you sink your hips. Sink. Push down to come up. Press. Sink. Again. Sink. Press. Sink. Same thing. If you're ready, take your back arm and reach it up. Together. Back arm goes up. So you're not trying to touch the floor. You're trying to reach up with your fingertips. Again, step. Press against the floor to come up. So it's sink. Press. Think of the floor as your own personal leg press. I realize at this point, I did not announce the after party. The after party today. And if you're watching this not live and you're thinking, what is the after party? It's after I finish this class, sign off, share it, and only live, I give a little extra. So for that, you'll have to find me live. 1 more, feet parallel squat right here. So today for after party, we're gonna use some dumbbells and target some upper body stuff. Sink, press. Alrighty. So I'm piecing this together. You're gonna take your feet wide, toes towards me, sink and press. Press down against the floor to come up. Again. Reach down, pull up. Let's do 4 more just like that. I want you to keep this in your head. 1 more. Hold it up. Pull your arms down. Right here. Extend. Pull. Maybe that pull becomes a crunch with your core. So your hips and shoulders get closer together on the crunch. 4 more to go. So 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. 1 more. Squat. Reach down and pull up. Press down. Sink. Press. 4 more just like that. 4. Press. 3. 1 more. Hold it up. Pull, crunch down. 4. Press. Up. Reach. 1 more. Squat. Reach and pull up. Pushing against the floor. 1 more. Feet parallel. Touch your knees. Sink. Press. Keep that stuff in your head. It may show up later. If you're a little far back on your mat, take a little step forward. 1 more. Palms together, squat. Cross your forearms here. Sink, squeeze. We've done this. Step back on your left and together on your right. So we did this before with our reach up. And now, arms are crossed in front. Maybe sink your hips and push down to come up. So there are a lot of levels to this one. Sink, press down to come up. If you're ready, pull back like a bow and arrow and cross. Pull and cross. So you sink, press against the floor to come up. Sink, press, sink, press. All right, next level, you take your hands to your knees. Pull to your knees. You can work here, or you can come back here. Either way, if you're bringing your hands to your knees, option to sink your hips and touch the floor. Again, you don't have to, it's an option. Pull back, pull. Any level works. 4 more of any level. 4, 3, 2, hold the chair squat here. Fingertips reach up. Can you wiggle your toes? Palms together. Wiggle your toes. Push down. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Single count squats. Let your heart rate settle. Alrighty, back to a wide toes towards me. Still squat. Reach and pull as you push down with your feet. 4, 3, 2. Now hands to the floor and hold. Left leg reaches back behind you. Comes back to wide. Push down to come up. Hands down. Right leg reaches back to a runner's lunge. Wide. Again slowly. Hands down. Left leg goes back. Back to wide. And up. Last time slowly. Hands down. Right leg reaches back. Wide. Up tempo from here. So floor, reach, wide, up. If you're not feeling the reach to the floor, you can go hands to your knees and up. It's the very same movement, same rhythm. Either way, down, reach, together. Now either way, whether you're on your legs or the floor, you can reach your left arm up here and center. This time it'll be your right arm. Up. Again. Same thing, reach, back. Again. Let's do it 4 more times. So 4, reach, 3, maybe you're not touching the floor every time. Same thing. 1 more. Parallel squat wide. All right, keep that in your head. So you have the wide squat in your head, the reach back, rotate in your head, feet underneath your hips, Now take a little step back. So space in front of you. We're gonna revisit that. Left leg steps forward towards me and right. So this is your pattern. Now that step goes a little bit to the corner, a little bit to the corner. Maybe you sink your hips. Now the way you change from corner to corner is important. I go over it every time, and I'm gonna continue. So on that little pivot, your weight in your back foot stays in your heel. So that way, when you turn, you're not gonna torque your knee. So weight in the back heel, reach up, not down. Up, not down. Reach back arm up. Push against the floor. It looks very simple, but there are a lot of pieces to it. So your hips are sinking, you're rotating on your back heel, your back arm reaches up, maybe both arms up. Reach up, back arm, both arms, back arm, both arms, almost ate it, back arm, both arms. 2 more, parallel squat, right here. Alrighty, so all those easy pieces that we did are going to put together. Except for not the wide squat yet. Let's walk through it. Left leg steps forward 1 time. Right leg steps out to the side. Hands down to the knees. Right leg back. Squats right here. I may have misled you on which leg goes. Let's do that again for me. Left leg steps forward 1. So then your right leg goes out. Left leg back. Here, here. Try it on the right leg lead. So step forward, left leg out. Right leg goes back, either to the floor or to your knees. Left leg. Step out. Left leg goes back. Sink, reach. Right leg starts. So forward, left leg out. Right leg back. Chain, it's our favorite, isn't it? Left leg, this works your brain. Right leg. Left leg goes back. Last rehearsal, forward, out, right leg goes back. Here we go, arms and legs. Left, step out right, left leg back. Knees are floor, right leg goes front. Step side, right leg back, left leg starts. So it's forward, reach up to the side, left leg goes back. Whichever leg starts forward is the leg that goes back. Left leg out. Right leg goes back. Left leg goes front. Right leg out. Left leg goes back. Right leg starts. Left leg out. Right leg goes back. We'll do it 1 more time each direction. Left to the right. Left leg goes back. Last time, right leg, step out to your left, right leg back. Just a squat here. Whew, that hurts my brain, because not only is it hard to follow with your brain, but I'm doing it backwards. All right, grab some water, or whatever you're drinking. Now's a good time. Breathing in and out. Feet wide, toes towards me. When you're done with your beverage or you're toweling off, and reach down, pull. Reach up, push down through your feet. The weight is not in your toes, it's in the middle of your feet. 2 more. Now pedal or hop here. So pedal or hop. Either way, you step wide, pedal wide, or hop, jump wide, arms can cross, out, hop, breathe. Yes, it is overload on your brain, but that's good. 2 more. Hold your wide squat, palms together. 2 more. Then arms go up. Pull down and crunch. Remember this? And up. 2 more. Hold up. Left toes go over to the left, to the left. Your left knee is gonna bend, sort of like a warrior two from yoga. Your arms open to the side. One more. Try it on the right, and right. Up. So you pivot on your heel to the side. Up. Let's do 4 more on the right. So pivot on your right heel, so you're not gonna torque your knee at all. Center, pull straight down. Toes towards knee, crunch. One more. Left side, open up and pivot 4. 3, 2, center, pull down. 4, crunch, reach. Right side for 4. 4, pivot on the right heel. Belly button in. Once more, center, crunch down. 4, up, 3, 2, left side for just 2. So open once more, center, pull down, crunch again. Right side for 2. Center, pull down. You ready for singles? On your left, crunch in the middle. On the right, crunch down. On your left, over, crunch to the right. Go one more time, each side. Over, crunch to the right. Then hop or pedal here. So pedal, step out, or hop, jump. So you may notice my ponytail is escaping. Once more, wide squat right here, sink. Now, not to say I knew today was gonna be a little bit of an S show, but I had to put 3, count them, 3 big, thick ponytail holders in this mop. And even then, I felt it was feeling a little sketchy, and I was right. For anybody who's new, you're thinking, what's the big deal? Why 3 ponytail holders? Well, I have hair that goes like this. It's giant. So I have to really reel it in for this. Alrighty, feet underneath your hips. Let's step forward on your mat. Anyone who's seen me do stand-up knows, because this couldn't be more opposite. When I do stand-up, nothing in my hair. It's wild and crazy. All right, left leg steps back 4 times. So it's 4 together, 3 together, 2, once more. Right side goes back for 4 and 3. Boy, I should have toweled my mat off. Once more, step on your left. You can make that a lunge by bending your back leg, pushing off of it. Right side for 4. So it's a step or a lunge. Maybe your arms go with you. Left side for 4. So it's 4, push off of your back leg. 2 more. Right side for 4. So it's 4, 3, 2. Left side for 2. 1 more. To the right for 2. And let's try singles. Side to side. So it's step, press, step, press. If you're ready, sink your hips a little further and your front fingertips might touch the floor. If they do, that means you have a heftier press to get back up. Let's do 4 more, any level. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat. Whew. All right. Stay in your squat or grab a sip of whatever you're drinking or grab your towel like I'm going to. Give a little pat down. This last interval is where you may need whatever shape like that block. Or maybe just a dumbbell on its end. Let's place it on your right side first. So just sort of off on a diagonal to your right. All right, I'm gonna, as you squat, I'm gonna give my mat a little dry. All right, whew. Fingers crossed that I don't wipe out. Palms together. Feet wide, toes to the corners, right here. So sink, press, maybe cross your forearms, out to a V with your arms, come back up over your head, out to a, what is this, a V, and press. I'm trying to do math on my interval clock. Since it crashed 5 minutes in, I restarted it. Up tempo from here, so cross, out. This may very well be the top of your level. Or you can lift your heels up as your arms cross. If you're lifting your heels, maybe you push down and get a little air. 3, 2, left arm goes to the right. Other way. So this is your pattern. You can work here or lean over and let your back leg come up. Thank you, back. I do love my sequencing. Not sequins, but sequencing movement. For 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. So you can be here, heels up or jump. One more, left arm swings right. Lean over or not. 2 more. Center, jump or not. 4, 3, 2, left arm swings right here. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, 3, last one. Now, warrior 3 to your right. This is where this little guy comes into play. Let me scoot back. So you can either have it here. This can easily be a book or a dumbbell on its end. Or if you don't want to use it, arms to the side of your body. Either way, flex the foot that's up behind you. Should be your left leg. Make a fist. Extend if your hands are up. Keep making a fist. Hold your hands in a fist if they're up. Alrighty. If your hands are up, bring your right hand to either your block, your book, your dumbbell, or the floor. If you're already here, right arm only. Rotate your left hip towards me and your shoulder. Try to extend your left arm up so you're facing me. Bend your top leg in for 2 and extend. This is your move. And if you're ready, try to bend both knees. 1, 2, extend. For 2 again, 1, 2, extend, single count. So this leg that's up behind you can be low. If you need to, put it on the floor. It's not a contest. 4 to go. So 4, extend. 3, breathe in and out. Hold the last one here. Close your left hip and shoulder. Fingertips to the floor. Back leg touches the floor with its toes. And bend both knees. Extend both legs. Again, 1, 2, maybe your knee comes in to the chest and extends anywhere behind you. Can be low, single count. So bend, extend. It can look like this, or up high. You decide. It's 4, 3, 2, hold your last position. If your left leg is still up, put it down. Step your right foot back. Find your plank. Remember at the beginning of class, you can put your knees on the floor. Or you can stay right here. Or you can crouch straight back to plank. Straight back to plank. Straight back to plank. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, hold any plank. Maybe you step out wide on your plank and in. Maybe faster. Out, in, or maybe a jumping jack. 8, 7. Any level will work. 4, 3, hold your plank. Tailbone lifts up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. In a fold, tailbone lifts up. Unroll. Grab your block or your book or your dumbbell on the way. Set it on your left. Hop or pedal. You decide. Whew, it's sweaty. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, step wide, squat, press. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating so hard. Quick little clean up on the bottom of my squat. All right, where were we? Cross your forearms, toes out to the corners. Sink and press. The dog is on the set. Just off to the side right there. Maybe your arms go up to a V, or then cross. Then out to a V. Sink. Up tempo from here. So here, out, V. Cross what I meant to say. Maybe your heels lift up. 2 more. If your heels are lifting, maybe you jump by pressing down. Push down to get up. Physics, push down to get up. Right arm swings left. Center. Other way. Remember this part. You can work here, or you can lean over, get a little air. Either way, 4 more, any level. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, maybe heel lift in the middle. 1 more, right arm swings left. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, 3, 1 more step. Right arm goes left. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, push down, belly button pulls in. Here we go. Warrior 3 to your left. Either hands by your sides, or both block or dumbbell. If your arms are by your sides, reach your fingertips behind you. You scooch back. If your arms are up, make a fist. Extend. Make a fist. Extend. 1 more. Hold your hands in a fist. Left fingertips either find the floor or the book or the block. Open up your right hip, right shoulder, right fingertips reach up. Flex your top foot and bend for 2. And extend. Remember, it doesn't have to be high. This leg can be much closer to the ground. Maybe bend both knees for 2 singles up at any level. I'm tipping over. Bend, extend. A core is engaged. I better remind myself to do that. For 4, press, bend, straighten. 1 more. Hold it up. Close your right hip and shoulder. Both fingertips either to the floor or whatever's acting as your block. Right toes to the floor. Bend both knees. 1, 2, and straighten them for 2. Bend for 2. Maybe your left or right knee comes in for 2. Extend anywhere behind you. It can be low near the floor or up. Single count when you're ready. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Whew. 4 to go. Almost there. For 4, 3, 2. Hold your last position. Put your right foot down, step back, find any plank. So your hands are under your shoulders. You can lower your knees. If you're already up, maybe you crouch back to plank, crouch back to plank. If you're on your knees, your next level is to get them off the floor. For 4, 3, 2, hold your plank. Maybe you step out slowly and back in again. Or maybe it goes a little faster, out and in, or jumping jack. 4 to go from here, so 4, 3, 2, hold your plank, tailbone lifts up, walk your feet up, forward fold, tailbone lifts up, unroll, at the top, hop or paddle. Yes, we're almost done. In 4, 3, Feet wide, toes towards me. Push down to come out of your bend position. 4. Arms up. You're welcome, Harry. Hold your arms up. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Try to wiggle your toes. Then shift your weight a little forward. Try to lift your heels up. Try to find a chair, not an actual chair, a chair squat. Hands on your knees, lower your heels, round your back here, wiggle your toes. For 2, release. 2 more. Round for 2, release. This time, round all the way up. All right, grab something to drink, grab your towel. We'll do a quick little bit of core stretch. I'll do a little extra core in the after party too. I just went long on all those cardio drills. Oh, all right. I'm gonna turn sideways like I always do. Mostly, so that way when I cue front and back, it makes sense to you in your wherever you're working out, your living room, your beach house. Yes. All right, no equipment. Just you and your sweaty body. Shoulders down and back. Sit up really, really tall. So feet are on the floor, knees bent. Long spine, like someone's pulling a string out of the crown of your head. Arms out front. Curl down, 1, 2, and up. Again, so when you curl, squeeze your shoulders down away from your ears. Maybe your arms lift up to a V and back to the front. Lift to a V. You'll feel the intensity increase on your core as your arms come up. Reach up. Let's do it again. So curl. Try not to, what am I trying to say? Try not to ignore your extension here because that's your back working. This time, hold your curl. Maybe your arms are up, maybe you brought them back down. Up to you. Your arms are just dumbbells for your core. Front leg can extend, set it down. Back leg, set it down. Front, set it down. 1 more. And hold your feet on the floor. Lace your fingers, shoulders down and back. Keep your back curled. You might want to stay right here. Or pick your front leg up. Maybe your back knee. Maybe you hold here. Your toes can always touch the floor. Rotate towards me in the center, back and center. Same thing with your toes on the floor. Either level will work. It's just a matter of how much resistance you need today. Maybe your knees rotate away from your rotation in the arm. So knees go to the back and center to the front and center. 4, 3, 2, and center. Forward fold. Lace your fingers, or don't lace your fingers. I am so distracted by your knees can be bent or straight. You can round over, release your low back, actively separate your shoulder blades. Doesn't matter what your legs are doing as long as you feel the stretch behind them. Chin to your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, tuck your hips, fingertips back to help you roll down. Let's push forward. Roll down to the floor. When you're all the way there, bring your knees into your chest and give your knees a little rock side to side. I like to extend my top leg as I rotate over. Gives me a little more stretch through the glutes and into the low back. It's up to you, whatever you think your back needs. And hold it center, knees into your chest, hands to the side of your hips. You're gonna untuck your hips so that your belly button's level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees to the hip and the knee, so your calves are parallel to the floor. Press your shoulder blades into the floor. This might be enough resistance for you, just holding your leg. If it is, stay right here. Otherwise, extend your front leg toward the ball meets. Not toward the ball meets. Listen to me today, it's like I was up all night. just out towards the wall in front of you. Your back leg stays at 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. You'll feel that resistance here. Slowly change. 2, 3, you're there on 4. Slowly change. 3, now 2 counts to make it happen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go single counts here. So it's 3, 2, hold and pulse. Same thing in 3, 2, hold and pulse. Same thing again in 3, 2, hold and pulse. Again in 3, 2, hold right here. Both legs to chair. 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. This time arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. So remember, the legs are your dumbbells. The core is just going to resist the weight of these. Your palms are up. Take your legs over towards me. For 2, pull back to the center, away from me. 1, 2, inhale as you come back. Exhale over. Inhale, pull back to the center. So you resist the weight of your legs, then you pull it back. So the core resists, then it pulls back. Resist with your core, pull your legs back. Again, exhale. For 2, inhale. For 2, if you're looking for a little more resistance, you can take your fingertips behind your ears. Try to keep your elbows pressing into the floor. You know what, I need to get a B-roll camera going so y'all can see the choreography by the producer. By producer, I mean my husband, who doesn't like to be up this early. When school starts tomorrow online, and our whole house will be up early. That's why, don't forget, I'm going 10 o'clock across the board. 10 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Once more, over for 2, center. Bring your knees into your chest. Give it a little circle, like you're drawing circles with your knees on the ceiling. That'll give your low back a little massage. Reverse your circle. And hold center. Back foot on the floor. Extend your front leg up until you feel the stretch behind it. Your back leg can stay where it is, or it can slide out and find a bigger point of flexibility. Flex and bend the front leg, extend it up again, flex and bend for 2 and up. Same thing, flex, bend, drive it up. Once more, flex, bend this time, hold it up. Take your front arm on the inside of your front leg and then press the leg to the side, only far enough to feel the stretch behind on the inside of it. I was so serious too when I was staying behind it. All right, keep your back hip on the floor. Press your heels out to the walls. And then bend your front knee to the center. Extend your front arm out. Back arm across your knee. And take your knee away from your screen. Boy, I was really off on my math with my time. We're almost out of time. Come back to the center. Let's do the other side quickly. Back knee comes into the chest. Extend your leg up, flex, and bend the knee to the chest. I'm going to try to wrap this up. And press. Again, flex and bend. For 2 and up. I forgot that I also started my watch late. I'm a technological train wreck today. Once more, flex. And bend this time. Hold your leg up. Back arm goes on the inside of your back leg. Press out to the side until you feel the stretch on the inside of the leg. Flex both feet. And then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side, front arm across your knee. And your knee goes over towards me, reaching out with your back fingertips. Wow, we did a lot of cardio today. Unplanned. Back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Flip over onto your stomach. I'll do a quad stretch in the after party. Hands to the sides of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. To child's pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to a tabletop, hands under your shoulders. Your toes. Round your back. Push down to lift your tailbone up and walk your feet up towards your hands. Tailbone lifts up. Slowly unroll your back, one bone at a time, until you're all the way up. Oh my gosh, thanks you guys. This was really fun and super sweaty. the after party, I'll do a little extra stretch, a little extra core, upper body with dumbbells if you have them. That'll be in 5 minutes. I'll either see you then or tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thanks, you guys.